You might have never heard her name, but you've definitely heard her work. She's written songs for Demi Lovato, Nick Brewer, Selena Gomez, Usher, Lil Wayne, and many others. And the loudest, most undeniable hit of her songwriting career, Bitch Better Have My Money for Rihanna. Creating global hits for superstars while remaining almost invisible herself, it's a familiar paradox in pop music. It immediately brings to mind the story of RAYE, which we discussed in another video. The difference is that while RAYE is now announcing her second album, Bibi Bourelly's most recent single came out 2 years ago. Patria Ines Bourelly, known professionally as Bibi Bourelly, was born in Berlin, and she's of Haitian and Moroccan descent. Her father, Jean-Paul Bourelly, is a respected jazz guitarist who released more than a dozen solo albums and collaborated with legends like Elvin Jones, McCoy Tyner, Cassandra Wilson, and Craig Harris. Her late mother was the head of the art department at Berlin's House of the World's Cultures. Because her father was a working musician, Bibi spent much of her childhood attending concerts and rehearsals instead of playgrounds. She started writing songs as early as 4 years old, instinctively treating music as a form of emotional expression rather than performance. As a teenager, Bibi took vocal lessons at 14 with a teacher she still credits as transformative. Feeling creatively suffocated and restless, Bibi reached a turning point in her teens. She placed a bet on herself, left Berlin during the 10th grade, and moved to the United States to fully pursue music. Her journey began in the DMV area, Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, before eventually leading her to Los Angeles. In Maryland, Bibi began working with producer Paperboy Fabe, whom she had initially connected with online. Their collaboration was rooted in raw storytelling rather than commercial formulas. That honesty eventually led to a life-changing opportunity, a songwriting session with Kanye West. Kanye gave Bibi a beat, placed her alone in a small room with a microphone, and told her to dig deep. The result was a creative breakthrough. From that environment came Higher,
You take me higher.
a song Bibi wrote in roughly 30 minutes, which would later be recorded by Rihanna. Around the same time, Rihanna also heard another track Bibi had written, Bitch Better Have My Money, and immediately chose it as the lead single for her 2016 album Anti. It was a defining moment. Bibi had written one of the most aggressive, confident, and culturally dominant songs of the decade, yet her name remained largely unknown outside industry circles. In April 2015, Bibi released her own debut single, Riot.
You gon' see the fire in my eyes.
The track was a declaration, a demand to be seen as a legitimate, authentic artist rather than just a songwriter behind the scenes. The song rejected polished pop aesthetics in favor of raw emotion and defiance. A few months later, she appeared on Lil Wayne's track Without You
I done spent so many.
from Free Wheezy, and soon after collaborated with Nick Brewer on Talk to Me.
Hey, you know this life, let me show you what I'm about.
Her presence as a songwriter continued to expand. She co-wrote Selena Gomez's Camouflage
I got so much shit to say.
from the album Revival, contributed vocals to Usher's single Chains, alongside Nas, and even performed the song live with them at the Tidal X concert in 2015. On paper, Bibi was everywhere, yet as a solo artist, she still hovered just outside the spotlight. In October 2015, she released Ego,
And I won't ever, 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 ever.
a powerful ballad about self-worth and identity. The song exploded online, landing high on Spotify's viral charts. Number 2 in the US, number 8 in the UK, and number 4 globally. The accompanying music video, filmed in Berlin, reinforced her refusal to conform to industry expectations. March 2016 brought the release of Sally,
Sally, let me see you rock, little Sally.
paired with an interactive video. That summer, Bibi toured with Haim and Rihanna before embarking on her own North American tour titled Free the Real. Her releases during this period openly rejected bubblegum pop perfection. Songs like Riot, Ego, and Sally felt less like singles and more like manifestos, unapologetic middle fingers to an industry obsessed with marketability. And yet, despite momentum, acclaim, and major cosigns, a full-length debut album never arrived. Now 32 years old, Bibi Bourelly has released 4 EPs but still no full studio album under her own name. Despite writing hit after hit for other artists, her solo catalog remains fragmented. Her most popular track as a featured artist today is Best of Us,
Never get the high without the low. It's gonna
alongside Alexa Fesser, Wire, and Annette Louisa. Bibi Bourelly's story exposes one of pop music's quiet contradictions. You can help shape the sound of an era and still struggle to claim space for your own voice. Talent alone isn't enough, and sometimes the industry knows exactly what to do with your songs, but not with you. To continue this conversation, I recommend watching my video about songwriter Esther D, another artist who wrote major hits for Rihanna, collaborated with countless pop stars, and even crossed into film, yet faced a similar struggle for recognition in her own right.